I think it's because they were panicking. I mean, you know, they have residents that died of COVID. Now they're panicking. They don't know what to do.
Families in the middle of making funeral arrangements are now demanding answers from a North Hills senior living facility. Leaders at Grace Manor at North Park tell KDKA that there has been one death involving a hospice patient, but no others. However, KDKA investigator Meghan Schiller talked with former employees who say otherwise. Meghan.
Those heartbroken family members and former employees echo the same message, that knowledge is power. And they feel that the leaders here at Grace Manor robbed them of that power, taking away their ability to make informed decisions for their loved ones.
Yeah, he was a very outgoing guy. He did all the activities there. He did the exercise class every single day.
Sisters Mary and Carolyn moved their father into Grace Manor at North Park 2 years ago. He died Saturday from the coronavirus.
When my dad was tested, there should have been that. They found out that morning, and they should have sent a letter out that day.
Their father tested positive on April 9th. Families tell KDKA the next letter came out April 27th, and they say they've heard nothing since.
And what was the purpose for not being transparent when the residents and the families put their trust into Grace Manor?
They've lost lives, and they're still lying about it. So that's so disrespectful to the people who've passed and to those families.
This family isn't the only one demanding transparency. I talked off camera with a man who lost his mom on Mother's Day. He tells me he had no clue any other residents had tested positive. I called Grace Manor to find out the numbers. The president and operations manager, Alexis Martini, didn't want to go on camera, but told me that the facility has 8 COVID cases and 1 in-facility death involving a hospice patient who they treated as presumed positive but never tested. When I asked about any residents who died at the hospital suspected to have COVID, she said she did not classify them as facility deaths.
Who's dying and who's not dying? And, you know what I mean? What are they doing for me?
Don Gordon lives inside on the first floor.
They don't tell us nothing.
Okay.
You have to belong to CIA before you find anything out.
I feel like the families would be their voice if they knew what was going on.
Brittany Fusco is one of several former employees who reached out to KDKA.
It's their right to know. It's their loved ones in there of what's actually going on inside there.
She and caregiver Tanisha Curry tell me they quit.
Because we weren't given the right information. There was a death occurred before we were even allowed to wear a mask.
KDKA reached out to the head of McCandless Town Council, Kim Zachary, to see if town leaders knew about any cases or potential deaths in the facility.
We tried to connect with everyone who we could think of who might know about something going on, and no one had heard anything.
After our call, she and the town manager filed a formal report on behalf of the township.
I do feel obligated to report this to the county health department as well as the state health department.
The operations manager tells me that the facility sent out 7 letters to families over the past couple months in an effort to keep families in the know. She said she couldn't speak to the fact that some families say they did not receive those letters. As for the state health department, they told me that they do hope by the end of the week to be able to release accurate numbers for the nursing homes across the state. Reporting live in McCandless tonight, Meghan Schiller, KDKA News.